We can talk about paranormal stuff if you want. You can ask me questions if you like. I don't care.
Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining my co host Mary and I for another Spiritual Learning Thursday. Every Thursday, we go over a different topic. After we play the video on the topic, we'll take any questions that anyone has and we'll try to answer them the best that we can. If you have any ideas on what you would like to learn about in the next upcoming videos, please leave a comment. We will be with you shortly. If you would be so kind as to take this time to give a like and share out the video, it would be greatly appreciated. Sit back, enjoy the show. Thank you so much again for coming.
Hey everyone. I hope you guys are doing well. Changing the program today. Mary was not feeling well, so Danny is joining us. So say hello to Danny. I'm sure most of you know him. Let me change my background to something, I don't know, spookier. There you go. um,
Everybody.
so welcome in everyone. Welcome in Eli, Yvonne, Rosanna, Robert, Nina. Kelly, Kim. I think that's who we got in here. So hello to everyone.
Spirit just came in. Eli, that boy ain't right.
Oh, Spirit Stalker is Yvonne. I think I said hi to Yvonne. Sorry, that's who
Yeah.
that is.
And
So because I was a little behind, guys, I'm just making coffee.
coffee's always good.
So yeah, it should be ready any second. But yeah. So
I
that's it.
haven't had coffee in 15 minutes and I already went deaf in my right eye.
Oh. So how are you guys? I hope you guys are well. Rosanna hitting up with all the beautiful emojis. Yeah, so we can talk paranormal. We were gonna play games, Mary and I. I know you guys like that, so we will continue that when Mary's feeling better. Danny's not so much into the game part, but he does like paranormal and strongman. But I can't keep up with him with the strongman, so we're gonna have to do paranormal.
I might I might know one or two things about the paranormal. I seen a show on it once.
Yeah. Well, for all the people who don't know you super well, that's in the chat, all our newbies, maybe you want to just give them a little background about your paranormal um, journey.
Oh. Okay, I work for the Shaman Institute or Shaman, depending on where you live, and the Nature Druid Society, along with the um, diocese. I'm a elder shaman and elder nature druid. I'm also a pastor. Been that way for 100 years, sort of a deal. I started my first case on March 15th, 1969, and I've been going ever since. And when I got to 50 some years in the paranormal, I retired and just became a consultant 2 years ago. But they dragged me back in, so now I'm back working again because there's a few cases that came up that they basically want me to do. They don't really want to send other people to it for whatever reason. So I said, okay, what the heck? I'll come back and do some work. So now I'm back at it again. You know, that's
Well,
about it.
yeah, I hope they're not gonna give you, hi Colleen, hun. I hope they're not gonna give you super stressful, crazy work.
Colleen, there's my bestie out of the hospital. I think. Are you out of the hospital? Are you home? My bestie got sick and had to go to the hospital for a while.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I hope you're better, Colleen. I'm just gonna give the spirits some coffee. Just keep yapping.
You're home? Oh, thank goodness. Ma's been terribly worried about you. Make sure you give her a call later tonight. Because she's been making me mentally irregular, you know, worried about you. So, yeah, I've known Colleen for about, I'm not saying she's an old bat or anything, but I've known her for a couple thousand years now. And, yeah, she's pretty good. She's had a few of the same elders I've had. She's done a lot of the same study work that I have. She's also an ordained minister, and she's a grove elder, so she knows one or two things about that kind of stuff.
Just one or two.
Yeah, just one or two, like me, one or two things.
One or two. Yeah. So does anybody interesting enough, while you have Danny's full attention, does anybody have any questions about paranormal? Because Danny's the one to ask. Anything you've been pondering spiritually or paranormally? Paranormally, is that a word? You know what I mean.
Oh, that sucks, bub.
Oh no, sorry, Colleen.
Well, get your fridge fixed and let me know when it's fixed.
Yeah, Kelly, he's always in and out of retirement.
Yeah,
Yes,
well,
Robert, you are correct. That's Dan.
I can't see what they're saying, so you're gonna have to tell me. I can catch a little bit, but
Yeah.
pretty hard.
Oh, Yvonne, Spirit Stalker wants to know, do you do home blessings?
Yes, I do. I do home blessings, home cleansings. I do holy ground blessings. I do, you name it, I do it. Yeah, that kind of stuff. I have done quite a few home exorcisms through the years. Exorcisms on people, though, is very rare. Thankfully, I haven't been involved in too many of those.
Yeah. And and if you need help, like Danny, I remember I had a bad spirit. That's how Danny and I really connected. One of our mutual friends was like, Christina's having a problem. And Danny did a video call with me and was able to see what was going on. So if you really need help and you're not, of course, near Danny, he can do it, I'm sure, depending on what it is, a cleansing over you know, Messenger, StreamYards, or Zoom, whatever you use, Yvonne. That's right, right, Danny?
Yeah, I've done lots of that. Technology is not my forte, but I've had people help me set stuff up so I could guide people to do cleansings and say the prayers for them and stuff like that when they're doing cleansings and things like that. Uh,
Yeah.
if anyone's in the Texas area or in that roundabout area, um,
She's right next to Eddie and Jen.
yeah, you can get a hold of Colleen. She's my I don't know, helper,
Helper.
worker, whatever. You know,
You help her. You don't pay her, I'm sure, so she's your helper.
well, I don't get paid either, so but she can do pretty much everything I can do. And if she
Mhm.
can't do it, then she calls me to do it. But if you ever need anything and you're in the States, the United States, she's the person that takes care of chasing both inspectors in the States right now.
Yeah.
So that's someone that you can always contact as well.
Yep.
No, I
Yeah,
don't. I need coffee.
Danny doesn't let me do any of that yet.
Danny probably never will. That takes a, that's a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of training. People do it without the training, and a lot of times it works. Oh, crap. Hang on. Oh, this is a client. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, Colleen's in Texas, and I'm the sexy elder. Yes. um yeah, but I'll never Danny helped me get rid of a bad spirit, and that's how we really connected, because he helped me, and then I went to his channel all the time and I boosted his videos, and then we really got to be friends, and that's how we really connected. Was from him helping me online get rid of a bad spirit that was literally scratching me. He was scratching me, so blood was dripping down my leg. So I was sitting there doing I was watching a live stream, and all of a sudden I felt something run down my leg. So I wiped it and I looked, and it was all blood. I'm like, what the hell? Did something bite me? And when I looked, it was scabbed already. And I'm like, how the hell could that be? If I have wet blood on my hands, how could the scratch be scabbed over already? And I felt the same thing on the other leg. I did the same thing, blood, looked at it, and now I see it turning into a scab, and I'm like, what the frick is going on? I literally thought I was going crazy, and I said something in the chat that I was in. I was actually in Benny Loco's chat, and our mutual friend Tammy was there, and she's like, "Get me on Twitter." And so I went and got her on Twitter, and she's like, "You got to do this and that," and I couldn't do it because I didn't know why at the time, but I'm like, I can't get like my head straight. So when Danny came on, hey Regina, um, hi Gothic, and so when Danny came on, he actually yelled at the spirit to be quiet. The spirit was yelling, and because he was yelling, I couldn't think, and all it was yelling. So hey Colt, so that's why I couldn't do anything, but yeah, so Danny helped me with that.
That was a noisy bugger, that guy.
hmm Yeah. And so what was your, is it something you could tell us? Like what was the latest um job, let's say, that you've done?
2 weeks ago, I got a call from a client, and mm, well, I can only tell you little bits of. I can't tell you what it was, or names or anything like that, obviously. But
Well, no, you're
there
not
was
going to tell us the people's name, just about
yeah,
the case.
yeah, there was a house, and there was an entity in the house, and the girl, one of the kids, was a very happy-go-lucky, lovey-dovey girl, very artful, very um, a real good kid. Anyway, she started drawing really evil pictures of blood and guts and gore all over the floor and stuff, and started acting really nasty towards everybody. Tore her bedroom apart. Said there's no point living. She was gonna, check out stuff like that. Um, and it was 180 degrees of who she was, right? Uh, so anyway, I got called over there, and did what I do, do the thing. No, nothing big deal. I actually didn't do squat. The spirits did all the work. I just yapped off. But anyway, I went over there and shot my mouth off a little bit and let the spirits do all the work, and they kicked out the bad shit. And that's that. And then I came home and I told the parents, call me in a week, let me know how things are going. I said, I think it's solved. I think it's done deal, done and dusted.
Yeah.
And she phoned me up, and she says, "I can't believe it." And she was just about in tears. "I can't believe it. She's back to normal. She's sleeping in her bed. There's no more talks of darkness. There's no more talks of giving up or checking out or anything. She's right back to the lovely girl that we always know." And I said, "Well, fantastic." And she said, "Well, thank you." And I said, "If you have any problems, give me a shout." And that was that.
Yeah. So, oh, cult. So that was the latest. Now, was that someone you knew that called you, or was that like through um the
Uh,
diocese?
she was a client that I got called to by someone else a few years back. Um, But and of course, we cleared everything up years ago, and she never ever had any more problems until this happened, you know. And sometimes that happens. Sometimes, if
Well, it
and
wasn't the same spirit, I'm assuming.
no, totally different thing altogether. But when you're into the paranormal and you investigate and you do different things, and you're going to attract stuff to you. Eventually it's going to happen
Yeah.
where something notices you, and I don't care if you're just a dibble dabbler, or you just splash in the puddles and you go on and just do a few stuff here and there. Eventually, everybody, uh, somebody finds you. You end up with a situation that you don't know how to handle, and
Yeah.
at that moment, don't be shy. Don't be afraid. Don't be embarrassed. You call for help right away and get it dealt with, because the longer it stays there, the more trouble it causes.
Oh, Colleen, yeah.
Now, Colleen's last one was nasty. Holy crap. And it took a good 7 days before she recovered. And yeah, this last one here, what I did took me about 3 days. I've had cases where I've ended up dehydrated and worn out, and felt like I got run over by a bus and ended up in the hospital for 3 days. You know, so
Yeah.
it just depends on what's going on and what's all involved.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know what it is? It's funny because that first bad guy that saw me, it was it was so out of the blue because, and I have it on video, I was doing a historical vlog. I didn't have any paranormal stuff on me, nothing. I was doing a historical vlog, and I was walking down the most historical street in my town in Bayshore. And I was walking down, and when I got to the corner of the block, and I'm like, so, and I said something, and I'm filming, and all of a sudden, right in like the camera, it was so loud in my ear. I heard next, and I just spun around, and you caught the disembodied voice on the camera. I'm looking all over the place at the houses, the cars. I'm like, where the heck did that come from? So then I'm like, hello? Like, I'm thinking maybe there's a person behind the bush. I don't know. And no other answer. So I'm like, that was weird. So I just kept walking, and I was just doing my historical, talking about the the history of Bayshore. And that was the one who ended up attacking me 2 weeks later. Um, after he followed me from that historical vlog. Like, so necessarily, you don't even have to do paranormal. If a spirit decides they want to follow you and annoy you, they will. I don't care what you're doing, you know. I don't think and correct me if I'm wrong, Danny, but I don't think it's just paranormal people who get followed by spirits.
No, anyone can. I mean,
Yeah.
and that's what I tell a lot of young investigators. Be aware that sooner or later there's a 95% chance you're going to get an attachment or you're going to get something come after you or whatever.
Yeah.
However, if it's something that you love to do and if you're being careful and if you're treating everybody with respect, you know, it's an 80% chance if you don't do anything, you're going to get an attachment.
Yeah.
So for 15%, I mean, if it's something that you love to do, it's something you like to do, just be, you know, don't antagonize, don't go out and think you're the cop with the walk or anything, just be a nice person and do a nice investigation. Yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, please, thank you, and you'll never have problems. But it's when you start being pushy with them, it pisses them off, and then that's
Yeah.
usually when the trouble comes.
Yeah. And sometimes you don't even have to be nasty. Like, I remember one lady, she was so coy with me. The spirit, you lady. I went to the cemetery, and I was just talking to them. I'm like, hey, can I see you on my camera? Normal question to ask. It wasn't rude or anything. I had already been talking to them for like a half hour or something nicely. Oh, are you so and so and whatever? I was just going through the cemetery talking. Thank you for your service, all that stuff for the ones who had flags. And this lady, so I asked, can I see you on my camera? And thinking maybe somebody show themselves, right? And this lady comes out on the spirit box, and she goes, I had the SB7, and she goes, 6 feet down. And I was like, oh, okay, sorry to bother you, you know. Um, but yeah, you could be totally nice, and some of them still don't want to be bothered. And and like people sometimes when spirits tell them to leave or go away or whatever, they fight back. I don't ever fight back, but if I'm in a cemetery and someone tells me leave or go away, unless I get that weird feeling like they're trying to protect me and that's why I need to go, then I will go. But if it's just like one guy and everybody else is talking regular, I'll just say to him, I'm sorry I'm bothering you. You don't have to talk to me, but maybe some of the other people would like to talk to me. And I just keep going on what I'm doing. I'm not trying to bother him, but other people are talking to me fine. So I'm not gonna stop talking to them because you're annoyed, you know. But you have to do it
See,
nicely. Don't like yell at him or anything. I'm just like, I'm sorry if I'm bothering you. Please, I won't be here long. I'm gonna talk to the other people who want to talk. You don't have to talk to me. And
see,
like I just go on my way, you know.
see what Colleen said there?
Um I have a bestie attached. Danny, stop attaching to poor Colleen.
You know, somebody has to. You know,
Mhm.
don't worry about it, but bestie, I'm not stalking you. Oh, by the way, you're almost out of milk.
Yeah.
By the way, you're almost out of milk. You know. I was just following the guy that was following you. I don't know what you're upset about.
You're welcome, Colleen. Um, so um, I don't know if anyone, if you guys have questions, please ask it. But probably they'll want to know now. A lot of them were in the chat when you told us your Bigfoot story or Yeti or whatever anybody would like to call them. Um, did you ever run across anything else that you could tell us about that was not human? That was not human. That is something that would be considered a cryptid.
No, no, we don't. As a general rule, we don't talk about them because usually when we see them, they're in cases. Um,
Mm.
yeah, Bigfoot wasn't a case. It was just a personal thing that happened with me.
Ah, well,
Um,
that's what I was saying. You didn't see any personal, anything else weird that you can't explain as a personal thing.
hmm, well, there was one, and it really wasn't a case so much as it was a request for me to check this area out. So I guess I can tell you. Um, well, this farmland that we went up to north, you know, and animals kept getting disappearing. But they'd see these huge tracks, but it made no sense because the tracks were wolf tracks, but they were huge, right? Like super big. So me and a couple of guys said, "Yeah, we'll go have a look. Why not?" You know. So we go up to
Mhm.
this farm and we hear this ruckus. So we run towards where it is, and we see this thing on two legs. It ran, and it was really quick. And we didn't actually get a look at it. It could have been a guy, for all we know, with snowshoes, right? Like it was quite far away, but it ran. So, well, let's go check the tracks out. So we went over there, and sure enough, blew my mind. But they were wolf tracks, all right, 100%. However, it was only the hind feet. The front feet were never on the ground, not even in one spot. And I wear a size 10, and I put my foot beside one of the prints and took it out of the snow so it would have the same effect. Like when you put something in the snow, take it out, it makes it expand a little bit, right? So I did the same thing with my own foot right beside the track where this wolf print was. And it was
Yeah.
bigger by about an inch. That foot was an inch bigger and about an inch and a half wider than my own foot, right? And the stride on this thing was one and a half of my strides, right? So I'm like, holy crap. So we followed these tracks for a while and it came up to this old barn or shed, I suppose. It was about a 10-foot high at the top of the roof. Anyway, you see these tracks and the stride gets longer, a few steps away. So like it started to run towards the shed and there was four actual steps to where the shed was. And he looked at the top of the edge of the shed and you could see where the 2 feet landed, right? And then it went over the top of the shed to the other side. So it went from the east side to the west side. So we ran around the shed, no tracks. And we're looking like, what the hell? There's no tracks, right? So we extend our search just a little bit, and about 15 to 20 feet away from the actual shed, there's tracks, all right, but they're human footprints. Somebody, whoever it was, whatever it was, jumped off the roof and it made a hell of an indentation, like boom, right? Because of the weight, obviously.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, and you couldn't really tell where it landed. You couldn't really tell what the track was other than these two big holes in the snow, right?
Right.
Anyway, but the next step was a human footprint. No shoes, no nothing. It was, you could see the toes, you could see they were barefoot, and it went straight into the bush. So we took off after it, going to the bush, and then they were just gone. Like maybe 5 yards into the bush, you couldn't see any tracks, no nothing. So now all of a sudden we're all kind of like panicking a little bit and we're looking up in the trees because we're thinking this some bitch climbed up a tree and is ready to jump on us if we get too close, right? So anyway, we stood there, we looked around, we waited for a little while, tried to listen or whatever, couldn't hear a damn thing. And we said, well, okay, let's chalk this up to I don't know what the hell that was, and we left. We went back
Yeah.
to the town. We went back to the town and said, well, we saw some strange shit, but none of us want to write down on paper exactly what we think it is.
Yeah.
But
And we sure as shit ain't gonna go after it. So, just put the animals away at night.
no, we sure as shit ain't chasing that thing, because
Pam, love, how are you?
I actually believe it was a lichen, but I really think it was a lichen, which is different than a werewolf, of course, but that's another story for another time.
Yeah.
Hey, Pam. Hey, Autumn. I know I said hi, but I want to double check, make sure I said it twice.
That's it. Um, so what would be for you, since you've done a lot, right?
A little bit.
The ideal place that you would want to go to investigate
Mm.
that you've never been to before.
Well, there's two places. One place me and Whitehall are going to when I go down to Texas. We're going to go to Goatman's Bridge.
Hmm.
We want to go to Goatman's Bridge just because. Mm, I'd like to go. There's an old train yard. I can't remember where it is right now, but there's an old train yard where there's lots of civil soldiers are seen there. Um,
Oh, okay.
I'd like to go there too, but I'm not really into. Like I'd go anywhere. I don't give a crap. I'll go anywhere, but really for me, Ghostman Bridge is probably at the top of my list because it's outside and I like the lore behind it. I like the story behind it.
Right.
Um, Penhurst and all those places, dime a dozen. I've gone to
Yeah.
lots of nut houses, so I've gone to lots of nut houses. So as a patient and as an investigator, so I mean, I don't really care to go to another one.
Yeah. When Danny was here, we went to King's, and that place is just all abandoned, what used to be nut houses and buildings that went along with it, because it was so big,
Mm.
the facility. It had its own fire department, it had its own um train that ran through there, like it was that kind of place. Now it's all abandoned, so they just made it a park and people just walk
Yeah,
through it with like their dogs and stuff. um
what
but
I
those
like
kind of
best.
places, are the best, where it's like it's all abandoned and you can just walk through and see if anyone talks to you.
What I like best about that place is when turned on the Raptor box, they asked me to take the chickies out and put the Scully bombs, one on top of the radio and one below the radio, which
Yep.
I thought was really cool and proved like, how do you disprove that, right? And
Yeah.
Colleen, yeah, I want to go back to that cemetery. Colleen went to a cemetery,
Yeah.
and I had the footage. I can't find it now. I'm still looking for it. But she went up, and you could hear this disembodied voice, and it said, "Hello, White Owl," like clear as bell, right? And then she went to this one place, and there was a casket or cement um, grave
One
or
of those
whatever.
above ground caskets.
Yeah, one of those above ground that was cracked, right?
Mm.
So she put the speaker in there, and they said hi a couple times and stuff like that. But then as she put her camera in there, you can see clear as day ectoplasm go from one side of this rock to the other. It looked like almost looked like slime, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but it literally stretched across, not on the camera, like it wasn't the camera, it was
Right.
inside the hole. You seen this green crap, might have been black, I don't know, but it was dark green or black, and it looked like goo. And it went from the east side of the little coffin thingy, and it scooted across the top to the other side. And I'm like, holy crap, you know?
Mhm.
Other than ectoplasm, I can't think of what that would have been.
Yeah.
Cemetery vault, yeah. Not a crypt, not a crypt, but a cemetery vault, yeah. Crypts are
Yeah, because it
bigger.
was on. It was just above ground, but it wasn't a house. It was just what looked like a crypt. What
Yeah.
looked like a. I don't know. I call them above the ground graves.
The cement vault, they're called.
Yeah.
Or if you're a paranormal investigator like me, they're called a lunch table where you spread out the thing and you have your lunch during your investigation.
Hi, K Dog. How are you, sweetheart? I hope you're well, Mikey.
Okay, dog. Yeah, so I got a few more investigations lining up for myself, and we got there's three for sure. When I go to Texas, I want to do with Whitehall, Lowman Red being one of them. The cemetery she's talking about being the other one, and then there's another place that we'll keep private for now. But
Yes, gotta keep those surprises.
yeah, no suspense is good.
Mhm. And so, do you have any other ones besides in Texas coming up that you're going to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the trestle, train track trestle. I gotta see tomorrow. I'm going over to the Chippewa Nation to see if I can get permission to do a thing on their land. I want to do a investigation in bunk number 5.
Oh yeah.
Um, um, okay, one sec. There was another place too. I was saying. Okay, where?
Oh, that's interesting, Gothic. Now you did a little short, I know, on and you could check Danny's channel. Colleen, if you could put in Danny's channel, that'd be lovely for anybody who doesn't have him. But the you put a little short of that room number 5, didn't you, last year? But you just didn't make it there.
No. Yeah, it's a place I've been wanting to go for years now. It's on my
Yeah,
bucket list. Something I want to do that I haven't done yet. So
yeah. But you didn't you do a short of that place?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
It's
that's
on.
what I was at. I think there's a short of it on your. And
It's
it's
on.
funny because sometimes Danny will go somewhere and I'm like, "Who's this one who was in the bush?" And he's like, "Well, like I don't fucking know. I didn't talk to them." Or sometimes they'll go like, "Oh yeah, you saw that?"
Sweets and Bones Inspectors. Jason Bones Inspectors.
Yeah. Well, oh yeah, we want that one because we're talking ghosties.
Autumn said something, but I can't. I see Danny, but I can't see what the rest says.
Oh, I'll read it for you. Danny, have you ever been to an old mine?
Yes, actually, I've been to a couple of them. A couple silver mines, one gold mine, and yeah, the one silver mine was really freaky. The gold mine wasn't too bad, but in the silver mine, I was in there, um, and you could hear the pickers, and I'm like, oh crap! Like we'd be down there, and all of a sudden you'd hear people with picks, picking on the sides of the wall.
Yeah,
I told the guys, well, you know what that is? That's a warning to get the hell out of here. So
yeah,
we headed back towards the entrance because we went quite far down actually. So we headed back, and once we got about halfway back, they stopped with all the picking noise. So we knew we were okay to keep. Yeah, Tommy knockers. Yeah, um, I call them pickers, but yeah, they're Tommy knockers. Anyway, we got about halfway back, and the pickers stopped. They weren't doing anything anymore. So we continued our investigation there. But yeah, that was the only place that I ever heard them.
I think I can get it, Colleen. Wait, there's Danny's channel. All right. Oh, yeah. So,
Check your,
yay!
me- check your message, Christina.
Yeah, sure, of course. You send her the thing.
Well, I got to do the work, huh? Let's see how you are.
Yeah. Well, because if I get kicked off, it's bad. If you get kicked off, I could let you right back on.
That's true.
you know.
Okay, I sent Colleen the link.
Yeah. I want to try to pin that now.
Yeah, that's what they do. That's what they do, Autumn, sweetie. They sure as hell kept us safe. Um, like I say, they were at first it was just pick, 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 and then a couple minutes later, pick, pick, couple minutes later, pick, minute later, pick, pick. But as we got deeper, it went nuts. It was like pick, 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 constant. It was constantly going pick, 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 pick. So we thought, well, let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah. Mm-mm. And so now we asked where you wanted to go, but what was your favorite place that you ever investigated?
Favorite place I ever investigated. Hmm. That's a hell of a good question.
Did I stump you?
Yeah, you did, because I have favorite ones for different. I have one that's a favorite because it scared the crap out of me, which doesn't happen very often. So that was kind of a favorite. That was at Centennial. Um, and we ran into a Wendigo there. So that was kind of not cool. Um, there was a old church built in the 1800s. We went there. We did an investigation, and I liked that one because of how peaceful I felt afterward, and the other people too that were there. We
Yeah.
felt like we were walking on air for a couple of days, right? So for me, it depends on the after effect a lot of times, like how I feel after investigation. But I just love investigating. I don't give a care where. I don't really care where it is, you know. Um,
Yeah.
but
Well,
you gotta
I
keep in mind. I had like I've done well over 350,000, or not 300, 3,500 is what I'm trying to
yeah,
say. Cases over the 55 years, you know. So, and I've only done maybe 700 or 800 um, just for fun investigations, you know what I mean?
right.
So,
Yeah. So I I say because like my favorite my favorite place is the first place that I really investigated with my son because oh that place never stops giving. That place was the best, but it was called the Ed Ed Wood Edgewood Preserve. The tongue twister. And it used to be there used to be a psychiatric place on there that was called the Edgewood Hospital, and they used to have. Was I able to put you on there? Add to stage. Okay, there we go. Hi, Colleen.
Hello,
well,
how are you?
Good.
they'll kick in just not as high. Yeah, I think it
Oh,
was a
hey, watch your
Widowmaker
mouth.
Rock. I think it was a Widowmaker
So
Rock.
now the answer you wanted to know, but what was hang on, I gotta speak this stupid.
Yeah, we're hearing ourselves.
I know, that ain't that crazy. Well, a little bit just jumped on my table and Christina here and knocked my into my mouse and turned the volume up on a lot.
Uh-oh.
But no, that when you were talking about that that ectoplasm and stuff, it was in an old it's that cement vault that they place caskets in.
Right.
And see, down here, they don't bury them as deep as up there where y'all are. It doesn't go, it's a lot of areas don't go 6 foot down because of the water underneath. They can
Right.
only go so, I think for the time, that's when it came up. But I, I, I'm trying to figure out this computer stuff because I'm computer challenged, and once I can, I'm going to be putting it up, on my channel of that, but it seemed to be a period person to work. Remember Napoleon days and that hat that they used to wear that was kind of shaped funny, where it's pointed in the
Yeah.
front, kind of up, and then point in the back. It was like that, but it was showing up on there as green, and you could even see the high collar off its uniform.
Wow.
And it was weird, but that's what we
Yeah.
go through.
Sometimes it's funny how you see things and you can't. At first, you're like, "What the heck am I seeing?" Um, I remember one guy, he showed me himself and he was wearing a red hat. And then he showed me like more people behind him all with red hats. And I'm like, what the heck is this red hat? So like, and I could tell that they were soldiers. So I'm like, what war did the soldiers wear red hats, Because they weren't helmets, they were hats. and they were like, "Oh, the French Revolutionary War," and I'm like, "Oh, are you French?" You know.
Yeah,
But
yeah, like kind of like those. Yeah, yeah, I've seen them.
Not only is White Oak computer challenged, she's vertically challenged too. Uh, but don't tell, but don't say she's short because she gets mad if you say she's short. But
I
she is
still have that on. I
she,
still have that on my table, Danny. You better watch it.
she's still vertically challenged. You know,
There.
it's kind of fun. It's kind of funny though because she has to step on a dog's tail to be tall enough to get on his seat at the kitchen table. So
Oh, Christina, I'm gonna break both his legs. No,
you
I was
can't
joking
break
with it.
his legs because
No, after the fact.
he needs to take his son to the doctor back and forth, so he needs to
Oh,
drive.
I know. Yeah. And besides, he don't have those two broken legs. I'm wondering if that is. Remember when he went to that strongman
Yeah.
and his little stalker girl? Remember her? I wonder if she'll show up. So he can't have broken legs. But
That
I'm here, Christina. That where was it? Robert made a comment about
mhm.
3-pointed hat. No, this one was just a 2-point, a front and a back, from what I could tell on there. And in the capture, you could see. I mean, it's pretty cool. And Christina, I'll message you a pic of it and stuff if I can.
Okay.
And you can see actually, and you can. It. I get goosebumps just talking about it because it was just such an amazing capture because you don't see that, especially in what they call the ectoplasm. But that spirit was wanting me so bad to see it and make himself known that
Oh
he
yeah.
knew I was there and everything. I mean, the voice of him calling my name and stuff was male, and everything. So it was amazing. But you could see the sunbeam breaking through that other crack behind it, and you could see that ectoplasm still staying there, and it wasn't a flick of the sun beam coming in or the little phone camera thing I had. Nothing. You could tell it's just it's pretty cool. When I got home and finally saw that, it kind of gave me goosebumps. But I would have loved to have sat there and talked to him more. Learn more about him because that's why I love doing what I do. It's to hear their stories.
Yeah.
And they've got so many people out there, and some you were even talking about that one that had the attitude with you in the cemetery that time, like he was frustrated or just aggravated.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
you know and I'm sure you know this too, but we have so many people out there who antagonize and stuff like that, like, or provoking and stuff. And so, yes, even the a really nice, sweet spirit can get aggravated and stuff like that over time after all that patronization that they've
Oh
gone
yeah.
through. And but this cemetery, you know, Danny and I went back there when he was here, and I go, Danny, it's where to go.
yeah, the
And
thing was gone. The whole crypt couldn't find
everything,
it.
and it was like,
Wow.
wait a minute, why did that? And there was no marks on the ground where it didn't look like they redug it up or anything.
Which is gone.
It was just
So I'm wondering if maybe we go back the next time it'll be there, like
I don't.
or
Yeah.
or the other thing is it could have been something that was just meant for you, right? So
Well, yeah, because I mean, I just like to all except that house, Christina. I don't know if you want to hear it, but that house I did that took me 7 days to recover.
Yeah.
It was the worst entity. I won't even call him spirit. I say his entity, because he was so evil and dark. It took. I mean, Danny was even, you know, wonder. He knew what was going on because, he knew that it was that bad, and made sure, beforehand, because I told him I was going to go over there and deal with it. This lady was scared, and I did. And if it was a physical fight, I would have been gone.
Oh yeah.
But it was so emotionally draining. And when like Danny and I, and you will be eventually, I'm sure, an elder and through all this stuff, and know how draining it is, no matter what you do or tools you use or whatever, when you go and deal with these not so good ones, or even a bad mimic, or a watcher that has just gone off the you know rails and turned really dark, instead of just
Yeah.
being a watch in the distance. It's
Hey,
draining for us,
mamas.
and it sticks with you.
That was a nasty one. Hey,
Yeah.
mamas.
Yeah, there's Lori. Fox's mama's Lori.
Hello.
No, nope. I can't wear the high heels. I'd kill myself now. I haven't worn heels in about 15 years, probably.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I've never worn heels.
Oh, there you go.
I'm not. I'm plead the fifth.
Yeah, when I worked in the office, I used to wear them. I even used to walk, like speed walk on my lunch break with the heels, and people like, "How you do that?" I'm like, "Oh, it's easy. I'm used to it." Now, if I put on a little slipper that had a little heel, and I was walking and with my son, and I was like, "Whoop!" I was on the floor. I was like, I don't know if my ankle gave out. What the hell happened? Thank God he was there to pick me up off the floor because I was on the floor. And it was a slipper with a little tiny heel. It wasn't like it was a
Oh,
big heel. And I was like, ping. So now I wear pretty much very flat one. Very flat.
One time, Colleen said to me, "You haven't heard a word I said, have you?" And I said, "What a strange way to start a conversation."
uh, see, Christina, what I have to put up with.
You're not the only one.
I know. Come on, we got to band together. Hey, Kitty, just. But no, it's cool because there's a lot of places around here, and yeah. So what? I went through this 6 time because I was in for 7 days at the hospital. Wasn't even out for a full day, and had to go back.
Oh no.
And then I just got out, so to home, thankfully, because of the refrigerator. But that's just a thing. I ain't no. Life's too
That,
short.
Yeah.
But you know what, Christina, the spirits in the hospital there. Oh my gosh. You never get sleep when you're in the hospital, but
Oh,
I maybe get a good hour at the most because they kept coming to me.
oh yeah. Even I remember Mary was in the hospital. She's like, "Oh my God, I had to put up all these blockers. They're all over the damn place." And my friend's husband was in the hospital. Her spirit guide,
Uh-huh.
like I was doing a live stream and my messenger rings and I look down and it's my friend and she was in the chat. So I know that she knew I was live streaming. So I'm like, "I'm sorry, honey. Do you want me to talk to you now? I'm on live stream, but if you need something, text it to me and I'll answer you." And she goes, "I didn't call you. I'm watching you on the phone. I didn't call you." And I'm like, "Okay." We thought it was just a messenger glitch or something. Who knows? So I finished the live stream. I do a crossover. I'm just about out like a light. It's around 2:50 in the morning, and the messenger rings, and I'm like, holy shit. So I kind of get up and I'm like, who the hell is calling me? It must be an emergency. And I look, and it's her calling me. So I text her and I'm like, it's too I know you're in a different place from me, so I know it's a little earlier, but here it's 2:30 in the morning. Do you need me to call you right now? And I don't get a response. I fall asleep. So in the morning, I call her. So in the morning when I wake up, there's a message from her and she's like, I did not call you. So I call her. I'm like, listen, messenger rang twice. Like somebody called me twice from your phone, right? So I said to her, let me see what's going on in your house because obviously something's going on. I don't know who would be calling me. And so I'm like, can someone talk to me who's over there? So her spirit guide's like, I called you. She brought some son of a bitch home from the hospital. I can't get it out of the house and I need your help.
Oh,
The spirit guide. And I'm like,
yeah,
oh. So then I sent, some of my spirit guides and whatever and protectors. And so I'm like, can you go help her?
yeah.
So, the poor spirit guide was calling me because there was something in the house that she could not get rid of. And my friend was oblivious that she brought it from the hospital.
But see, I was
So,
just going to say that to you, because obviously it was something important enough for her guide to get in contact with you,
yeah.
for help, and support because,
Hi,
it
Natalie.
wasn't good.
Right. And she couldn't get it out of the house alone.
Yeah, somebody.
She needed some stronger spirits. So, I got Mabella, and I'm sure Mabella called whoever he called, Astro, Jacoby, all of them. They went over there, then came back a little while later. It's like, okay. And I'm like, all right, you're good. And she's like, yeah. I'm like, yep. You know, you know,
Yeah.
I
I'm,
shouldn't be
I'm,
getting any more calls from your house unless I go, stop going to the hospital unprotected. Don't you have a
yeah,
black stone or something? And she's like,
yeah,
oh, yeah. I'm like, okay, bring the stones with you to the hospital.
yeah. Listen, I'm gonna be on mute for a minute. I'll be right back. Somebody's here.
Okay, no problem. The doggies are barking. They're telling her somebody's there.
Hi, Natalie Wolf.
Danny, I know, likes your name because he's Danny White Wolf and you're Natalie Wolf. Hmm. He's sleeping. Oh, at 5. Yeah. It's only 5 p.m. where you guys are. See, it's 8 o'clock here. So, welcome back. So, while Colleen stepped away, any other questions, though? I could read it to them if you guys have any questions. 1:05 a.m. there. Oh, yeah, you're in the UK. Hi, Tired. How are you, sweetheart? I hope you're well.
Tired.
Oh, 1 a.m. where Autumn is. Oh, yeah. Oh, you must be right near Autumn and Robert. You must have right around the same time. I'm having the same issues. Which ones? Evie wants to know, Danny, have you been back to the place off that track that had the terrible cold?
No, I haven't gone back there yet. I might go back in a few weeks and give it another look see. I'm not in a hurry to do it though, but yeah, I do plan on going back and do a little more investigation. See what we can find out.
8:05. Yep, Natalie, you're with the same time as us. 8:05.
Listen, y'all, I got to step away for a minute. It has to do with my refrigerator here. And
Oh, okay.
it runs both on gas and electricity. And so I got to get this checked out. I'll check back with you. If you're still on, I'll come back up.
Okay,
Okay.
great.
Okay. Miss y'all. Thanks, y'all.
Thank you. Yes, I'm glad you're out of the
And
hospital.
Danny, you behave. If
All
Christina
right.
tells me anything, I'm going to get on your butt. Love y'all. Bye.
Night.
That was the freaky place. Yeah. Yep, yep. She, Evie said that was a freaky place.
Definitely was. That's one place that gives me the woo. Yeah, I'm ready
A
to put my
V
finger on what it
avatar.
is.
Oh, so he was up early and now he's sleeping. I gotcha. What did Astro say about the place? Evie asked. Oh,
Basically, he
that's
said, what a shithole.
interesting. That was the woods, right? That's the first thing
That's
I
a
said
what?
was there's a tree spirit there. I don't know what else
Yeah.
is there, but I said there's definitely a tree spirit. I go, he's not bad. The tree spirit one that's there. Um Obviously he connected with me in some way, the tree spirit, say hello or whatever, because I know he was there, like I felt him. But the other, whatever else was there, wasn't telling you what it was.
And that's like there's a lot of really bad mojo there, and I think something really nasty happened there, or some kind of ceremony went down, or either that. Oh, they hinted quite a bit that some lady was killed there, and her bones are there. So
Well,
I'm
that's what I'm
thinking,
thinking. Maybe that bad cold and the energy is just residual energy from her
it might be.
and
I don't know what.
what happened there, because it's so weird. Like I said, I didn't really see anything else there except the tree spirit, and I knew he wasn't with the giving the bad energy, so I was like, maybe it's
It's
all just
basically
residual shit, you know?
it's basically a 50-yard circle, and it's tainted. So something really nasty happened there.
Right.
It's like 50, about 50 yards, but it's in a circle, and it's just tainted, period.
Yeah.
So I haven't really figured out what it was, but I think a lady was killed there, and it might have been something to do with the ritual. I don't know, but I'm thinking I might go back and investigate it another time.
Yeah. Hey, Boomer. Did you sell your house, Rosanna, in New York? Or is it still for sale? Well, New York, the houses sell usually quite fast, but depending on where they are and how much they are. But right now it's a seller's market, so not too many people are buying in New York, but that's why I was curious. I'm in the process with a buyer. Okay, so you're in contract and you're hoping it all goes smooth. There you go.
Yeah, I think that's probably what it is. I think that's why the tree spirits there is to stop the land from getting tainted.
Right. Well, from stopping it from spreading, I think, right?
Hmm.
Because you said it's just that certain part.
Yeah, it's
Probably
just like
if left protected, it can spread through the whole place, you know?
I think so too. Hey, Boomer. But yeah, I think that's a possibility as well. So
Yeah. Yeah.
if there's no more questions, I'm going to get off of here and get back to cleaning up and stuff.
Yeah.
I got about another hour before I have to go to my bedtime. So
Your bedtime. Um, well, thank you so much for joining me. And thank you guys for hanging out with, you know, and listening to Danny's stories. If you are not subscribed, I pinned Danny's channel up in the top there, and you can see some of his videos he's starting to put out again on the paranormal. Um, so yeah, we will see you soon.
all right, everybody. We'll talk to you later. I'm out of here, and we'll see you later on.
I'll see you later.
I got okay. I gotta find the. I don't know how to get out. Where's the button?
I think there's a leave button that's red down at the bottom there.
I'm looking. Mhm. Okay, bye.
Okay. I'm not running away. I was just saying goodnight to Danny. I only been on an hour and 11 minutes. That's my lucky number. So I'm happy to maybe play a game with you guys if you want. If you want to hang out. If not, then I'll let you go. But if you're interested, we could play a game. I'm just gonna make a cigarette first, if you don't mind. And then we could play a game. Um what do you got in there? Gothic something fun? I'll have to look at it. He's your little chicken. Yeah. Okay. Let me just make a cigarette. I'll be right back with you guys and let me know if you just want to play a game. Sure, it's noisy making the cigarette, so no. Yeah, he did. He's been here an hour, and Danny only is an hour panel, and then he goes gets busy. Oh yeah, and if you don't know, Danny sings. Oh, we love his singing. So he sings like karaoke songs, and if you look at his channel, he did one for our song. So yeah. Oh, that is a pain in the neck. I've been doing that on D Live for a while now. Then yes. Well, you do karaoke with all people, and Danny's putting out singing videos. So that was The weirdest thing. I was like, Danny's putting out singing videos. I looked down just to see because it only gives you like one message at a time here. And this big green thing flashed like across the chat. There's nothing green. Okay, that was freaking weird. Like it was like neon green flashed all over the chat on the StreamYards. It didn't happen on the YouTube, but I caught it out of the corner of my eye and I'm like, what is going on? Okay, anyway. Friday 12 to 3 and Saturday 5 to 8. There you go. Oh yeah, Danny, if you want to sing live karaoke, you can join Boomer. Um, okay. I'm assuming since you guys are all here, you want to play a game because you didn't tell me no. And I'm sure I told you that about 20 seconds ago. Um, oh, Lori, I'm sorry. You asked me a question. So they said he would talk to me, but he has not come yet. So if you're still here, Laurie. They said he would talk to me. He just did not come to talk to me yet. So once he does, yes. All right. So this is how this game goes. Um, and spirit time is different than our time. So even though they said, yeah, okay, he'll come talk to you. If he was somewhere where it's going to take him longer to get to me, it feels like, long for us, but it might not be long for them. I don't know. But um, I love to tango. Yes. Oh, the kids are gonna visit on Sunday. Awesome. All right, Evie. So here's the game. This is how we play this game. I'm gonna think of something that's in a room of my house, and I'm gonna say it's kind of like an I Spy kind of deal. So I'm gonna say I'm thinking of something that's in my kitchen. This is not a food item. I don't do food items because there's so many that, you know, we could be here for days and years. So these are just items in the kitchen that are not food or condiments. So, and anywhere in the house, it won't be food or condiments, right? It's just going to be things in the room. So I'm thinking of something in my kitchen that starts with an L. It's one word and it starts with an L. And you guys have to guess what I see in my kitchen that starts with an L. That's one word. That's not food. Lori, what the hell? You have ESP? I thought that one would be hard. Yes, a ladle. A ladle. Okay, so you guys get the idea. That's how you play. It's a ladle. Okay, so here we go. Um, and that's what we'll do. And if the item has two words, I'll tell you it's two words or whatever. So, okay. So we're in my kitchen and there's something in my kitchen that's one word that starts with a G. Not a grater. Hi, Kelly. A grinder. Natalie got it. A grinder. Yes. We got that coffee grinder. It is a grinder. Oh, Mudge got the grinder first. You and Natalie came in at the same time. So yeah, Mudge and Natalie got it. Grinder. Okay, let's see what else we got. Uh, I'm in the kitchen and I'm thinking of it's two words, guys. And the first word starts with an M. Two words. It's in the kitchen, starts with an M. No, I'm not saying it. Hi, Annie. Not a microwave oven. That's two words. Pretty good. A muffin tin. I like that too, but no. A match mail. No. Two words. A matchstick. That's good, but no. A mashed potato. A meat tenderizer. That's good too, but no, I didn't think of any of these things. I don't eat meat, so probably wouldn't be. I do have one though. I don't know why. A mixing spoon. That's a good one too. This one is hard. It just so happens I have two of them, so I was looking at them, so I'm like, okay. Not a mixing bowl. Ooh, all good answers. A metal spatula. That's a good one too. No. There you go. I think Kelly got it first. I didn't see anyone else. Measuring cups. Yes, measuring cups. Yay! A mouse trap. No, thank God. Knock on wood. I hate those things. I better not even see. Not a one of those little shitters. Not a one. Okay. All right. So, woohoo! All right. So, we'll stick in the kitchen. In the kitchen, I am thinking of something that starts with an L that's two words. I'm going in my kitchen. Uh, starts with an L, it's two words. And my brain just stopped. I'm in the kitchen, but everybody's in the kitchen like, what are we looking for? A level. No. A long wait. No. A lemon zester. I like that. No. A lemon juicer. Nice. No. A light bulb. That's a good one, Anne. You know, I never did a light bulb. Well, that could be because that could be for any room. But no. Long tongues. I like that too. This is literally though no like long, short, tiny. It's the actual name is two words and the first word starts with an L. I guess. Left pot holder, left tap. No. I wouldn't even think to say the left or the right pot holder. That's funny. A long ladle. No. How about I'll give you a hint. So the first word starts with an L And the second word starts with an S. Does that help? A lost soul. I probably have a few of those in my kitchen, lost souls, but yeah, that oh, I knew what you meant, girl. But that wasn't the thing I was thinking. The lost spoon. No. All right. I think you guys give up. So the thing in my kitchen, give us the second letter in the first word. Okay, so your kitchens are different than ours. Yes. So it is a lazy Susan. I know you guys have lazy Susans. That's the tray that spins. We call them lazy Susans. I would assume you would call that a lazy Susan in your house too, but I don't know. What do you call it in the UK? It's probably lazy Susan too. What do you call it? Oh, snap. Ah, see? You don't know a lazy Susan. It's a circle and you spin it. And who has one? I do. I do. Oh, Evie knows what it is. A lazy Susan. Yeah, she has one. Lazy Susan of shit sandwiches. That's in the dining room. Really? No, I have my spices on it so that I can spin it and see all the spices. Um, I don't put it in the I don't put it in the living room. Not if it has spices on it, right? Yeah, we use it here in for spices. Oh, and you use them to serve from. Yeah, we use them. We put spices on them, and then even they have bigger ones that you put in the cabinet, and you put your cans on them, and you spin them so that you don't have to dig for all the cans. Oh, we love lazy Susans here. I don't have one. You need to get one, girl. I had it. Girls wrote a book on it. Oh, I have it on my dining room table for decor. Oh, it's funny. I'm like, everybody uses one, a big wooden one. I do have another big wooden one too that my spiritual stuff is on. I have mine on the dining room table with sauces. Oh, there you go. I don't have a dining room, so the only thing I have is my kitchen. So it is what it is. All right. Next, we'll stay in the kitchen since you girls are all in the kitchen. You ready? Oh, here's one. I'm thinking of something in the kitchen. Two words. The first word starts with an S, as in Sam. My kitchen's teeny too. As you see, I'm sitting in it. This is about as big as it gets. That's the kitchen, and this is the table, and that's it. A salt shaker, that's a good one, but no. A sugar bowl, that's a good one too, but no. It's in front of the salt shaker with the fruit bowl. A sauce bottle, no. Ooh, two words. First one starts with an S. I'm hoping this is something you guys have. A sandwich maker, no. I definitely have no room for that. I have an air fryer. We can make a sandwich in there, I guess. Shelf paper, that's a good one, but no. Soaking dishes. That's a good one, Am, but no. It's an actual item. Mhm. Sage. No. A soap spoon. A soup spoon. No. A soup bowl. No. I'll tell you what. I'll give you the second word's first letter. So it's two words. The first one starts with an S, and the second word starts with an R. S, R. So the first word starts with an S, second one with an R. Smudge sticks. I like that. I do have some in my kitchen hanging on the door, but spare rib. Nope. A spice rack. That would have been a good one. I didn't think of that, but because we were just talking about the lazy Susan basically is my spice rack. So, mm, I have two of them. I use them all the time. I know you guys must have these in your house, in your kitchen. Nope, no food. Plus, I don't eat meat, so I'm not having no sausage rolls. You guys tell me when you give up, when you don't know. A soap rack. Oh, that's a good one too, but no. A veggie sausage roll. Robert. You're very close, Laurie. The first word is spoon. The second word is starts with an R, but it's not a spoon rack. Now I know you know what it is. I gave it to you basically. A spoon. Yes! Mudge got it. And Autumn, a spoon rest. I have two of those things because God forbid I don't want to put the spoon on the counter. Rosanna, Mudge knew what it was. You must have one in your house. Hi, Cassie. We're playing like an I Spy game. A spoon rest. Yes. Okay. What if you use a kitchen roll? No, we don't use. You know how much paper is here in New York? I don't buy no no paper rolls. Those shits are like freaking $5. He's the cook, not me. Oh, Rosanna. Get yourself a spoon rest and you'll save money on the paper rolls. Yeah. Like I said, I have two. I have one metal plain one, and then I have one that looks like a crystal ball, which I like that one. I use the spoon rest and sauce lid. I'm testing Chat GPT. Cool. Yep, I'm the cook. Yes. Okay. So here we go. We're staying in the kitchen. Um, um, what the heck do you call those things? I'm trying to think of things that you guys would have too, like in the UK. So, um, two words. The first word starts with a U, and it's in the kitchen still. A U. This should be easy. We'll throw in an easy one. Umbrella stand? No. A utensil pot? Close. Utensil drainer? Close. Utensil holder. Yes, Kelly, a utensil holder. My utensil holder is on a mini lazy Susan, so I could spit. But yeah, it's a utensil holder. What Kelly said. Yes, a utensil holder. Okay. Um, okay. Here's one for you. Two words in the kitchen starts with an M as in Mary. Oh, thanks, Rosanna. Macaroni maker. Oh, that'd be nice. Measuring spoon. Nope. Milk bottle. Nope. Matchstick. Nope. Mary Bean. She is not in my kitchen. Unfortunately, my kitchen's so small that my son and I don't even fit. Imagine poor Mary and me in here will be smushed. Mini ice cube tray. No. Not a mixing bowl. I'm not a meat mallet. Nope. It is, I'll give you a hint. It is used for storage. Used for storage. Hi, Colleen. We're playing a game. You're welcome back up on the panel, though. Yes, Lori. Yay. A mason jar. Yes, ma'am. Okay. We're playing like Colleen I Spy with my little eye, and then, they're going to tell us what we're thinking of. Woohoo! You got it, Lori. Okay. Aha! Two words. First word starts with an S, and it is in the kitchen still. We're still in the kitchen. Two words starts with an S. I'm psychic. There you go. If you get this one first try, you'll really be psychic, Lori. Not a six strainer. It's two words. The first one is an S. I didn't say the second one. We'll wait to see if you can get up with it. Oh, not a soap dish, not a sponge holder, not a sink drain, not a salt shaker. I wonder if I give you the second. So the first one, close, Smudge, very close. Yes, Lori, a serving tray. There you go. Not a silver tray, a serving tray. Very good. Very good. Lori's on a roll. Okay, a serving tray. Um, we're really two words. First word starts with a T, as in Tom. Close, Kelly. And smarter than 87% of the population. Not a tea bag. I thought you would have got it now. Yes, Kelly, a teacup. Before you get the tea kettle or the teapot or the tea bag, you need the teacup. Very good. Okay. What else do we got? Okay, this one's going to be a hard one. Two words. First word starts with an M, as in Mary. Colleen, what happened? You disappeared. Oh, are you still there? Okay, let's see. It didn't buzz me when you came back.
Well, that was just rude. If it
No,
didn't buzz you,
no, and like, cause you dropped off, and I'm like, where'd she go? And I looked down. I said, okay, it doesn't have a one, so she didn't come back yet. And usually, when someone comes back, it buzzes you, beep, like you know you have someone there. Sorry.
well, maybe my um, phone is possessed.
Yeah, it could be. One item, two words with C, coffee maker. No, not a coffee maker. So it's first word starts with an M. Second word, not a milk frother, not a melon baller. And then Colleen can do one.
Oh, yeah, right. I'm not that phonics today.
No, all you have to do is think of something in your kitchen and tell us what the first letter is, and then, you know.
Oh, I can do that.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. Like, I'm just looking in my kitchen and I'm like, okay, I'm in the kitchen and I'm thinking of an item and the beginning letter of the word. If it's one word, I tell them. If it's two words, I'll tell them. But I just
Did
give
you
them the
ever?
first.
Somebody said mixing bowl or measuring spoon.
Nope. Okay, I'm gonna give you the second. The second. So the first word starts with an M. The second word starts with an H, as in Harry. Let's see if they get it now. I don't know if everybody
That's
has these, but
Dr.
I have two of them. No, not a music box. Not in my kitchen anyway. I probably got a lot of shit in my kitchen that doesn't belong here, but I'm trying to give you all the stuff that would be in the normal your kitchen.
Mine are all over since I'm ripping out that refrigerator getting ready.
Oh, would they say, are they able to fix it, or are they going to give you a new one? Or hi, Christina.
Um, no, this lady said that I could get one from Wally World
Mm.
that would be like a condo size or whatever, as long as I take this one out and get it disconnected from the propane.
Oh, okay.
And her son was, man, that made me nervous. But her son came in and
Lori.
disconnected it. Mug
Oh,
holder?
okay. Lori got it. It is a mug holder. Mug holder. Okay. It is
Is
your
yours
turn,
accordion
Colin.
shaped?
Huh?
Does yours come out, like the old fashioned accordion, like a mug hanger?
No, it's literally a stand with pegs, and I stick
Oh,
my
those.
mug on them. I got two of them. But
Yeah. I've got a real short mug hanger one like that with the
you're
pegs.
leaving us,
I got
Lori. Have a good one.
bye.
That that sounds cool too, like an accordion. And you hang it up, and then you hang the mugs, right?
Yeah, and you can either hang it straight up and down and hang them that way, or side to side, pull it out, from side to side, and hang it that way. But I've got
Yeah.
my white owl mugs up there on mine.
Mm. Yeah, I
I
didn't.
don't.
I have one of those. They looked real nice, but I would have had to screw into the wall. And I realized, never mind that I'm in an apartment and I really don't like screwing into the wall. But
Yeah, because
so I have, but I do have these little hook things that I can hit into the wall. They have three little nails, and you just hit it into the wall. And when you take it out, it only leaves the little tiny nails. So once you paint, leaves just a tiny itty bitty hole. So once you paint, you wouldn't see those holes because the paint covers it.
yeah,
They're special for
I got.
apartments, but anyway.
I'm gonna have to
So
get some of these
I can hang
hangers.
those, but I
Hmm.
can't hang. I don't put big nails in. Anyway, I did try one time to put a nail in this wall, and no matter what I did, I couldn't get the nail into the wall because it's like concrete. This is an old house, like
Oh,
from.
yeah.
I tried to drill. I tried everything. I could not get a hole in the fucking wall. So I said, never mind. And that's when I got those things. So I can't hang my mug holder. So I had to get two that stand. Yes,
Well,
Christina.
the only thing that pops in my head right now in my kitchen, the
Okay, so just
first,
tell us, yeah, the first letter and if it's one word or two.
it's two words, and the first word starts with I.
Ooh, an I. We haven't had an I. So okay, guys, she's thinking of something in her kitchen. It's two words. The first word starts with an I. Let's see what they come up with. An
No, but
ice
close.
pop. I live in a modular home and you can't put any nails in the walls. They're too thin. It goes through the whole house, I'm thinking. An ice hopper or an ice maker.
Okay, Kelly, get out of my kitchen. It's an ice. It's
Kelly got
you know,
it.
on your
An ice
top
maker.
or like a on your counter,
Yes.
and it plugs in, and you can make that Sonic ice. Well, the ice that you get from like Sonic fast food down here is really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it
I
comes
always
in
see
pretty handy.
those and I'm like, I don't have any room on my counter, but I would get one. So I just have the good old fashioned ice trays but they're silicone. I have silicone, which are the best. Silicone ice
Yeah.
trays with covers and you pop them into the freezer and I got two of
Mhm.
those and that's it. And they're
I think
Halloween ones. So when you pop them out, they look like tombstones and that's what everybody got in their cups, tombstones.
I have a big one that's like but its shape is different. You put water in it and it's squared, but it's got kind of a circle opening to it, but it makes skull heads. When you open it up to get your ice out, it is a big skull head tube
Oh,
of
nice.
ice. Like if you were one of those drinking kind of people for your whiskey, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I have that.
I had
Okay.
I had found in a box, somebody was getting rid of it. They always put things for free in my neighborhood, so it was still in the box, closed. It was one big circle that you would put in water in, and it screws, and you'd unscrew it, and it's this big ball of ice, right? And I would
Yeah.
use it like in my big Starbucks cup, like if I was going out in the summer with my iced coffee, I'd just put that big
Oh,
that
nice.
big ice cube would last forever in there, so that when I went out, like it, my iced coffee would stay iced because it wouldn't be a whole bunch of ice cubes melting. It was good because it took a long time for that big ball to melt, so it was nice.
Well, from
That's
that,
yes, I use that one. All right, let's see the next one.
then the next one it starts with a P on my side.
A P as
Paul,
in Paul.
like
Okay, so and it's one word.
2 words. Sorry.
Okay, so Colleen's thinking of it's two words. First word starts with a P. And I'm sorry if you're going to hear my fan because it got hot. Somebody came to visit me, obviously.
No, not quite, Kelly. No,
A popcorn maker.
that would come in handy. But I miss those Jiffy Pop things that you put on a burner.
Oh, yeah.
Dancing. Dang it, Rosanna. Come on now. Don't give away my secrets. No, it's not a dance. I'm too old for that. It'd kill me. I'd drop on my head. Okay, do you want the second letter of the second word, y'all?
Oh, wait.
Is
Let
N.
him do a few more. Let
Okay.
him think a little. Come on, guys. You know this.
Come on, guys. Little bit, son. I'm on here. I'm gonna send you to Christine. So help me God, I'm gonna box you up.
Who you yelling at over there?
My little one, my little devil child,
Mhm.
that your sweetie turned on me
Oh, the cute
the
little
whole
doggy.
time.
Mhm. A pie plate. Ooh, that's nice.
I have to watch my waistline, so that's not in here anymore.
I got rid of my pie plates because I can't eat no pie no more.
I've got
Although
my
you
mom's
can use a pie
last.
plate to make a nice vegetable quiche. Just saying.
Yeah, yeah. But what I've gotten into is uh lentil burgers. A
Pickle
pickle
maker.
maker. No,
All right, you better give him the second letter as the second word.
but see, the second word starts with an M, but it's not a pickle maker.
Yes. Okay.
It's halfway.
So the first word is a P and the second word is an M.
And
Mary, right? Mhm.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, but it's not a pickle maker.
That was making me, no, she's making me hungry for pizza.
Pasta maker?
First, yes,
Yes, Mudge, you got
yes,
it.
yes,
You got
yes, yes.
you got a pasta maker? Oh, nice for
Yeah,
you.
it's one of those old crank ones, not the fancy, you know, electric ones that don't let you use your
That's all
muscles
right.
on it.
I used to have one of those, but
Wow,
I never used
good for
it.
pizza. Yeah, but because
Yes,
my
good.
other one,
Yes. All right.
that was good.
All right. Let me think of one
You
now.
know, I still like
Um,
that pole dancing one. No,
that's right. But that would be in the living room, Rosanna, not in the kitchen. We don't do pole dancing naked in the kitchen. It has to be in the living room or the bedroom. I'm
no.
just saying.
Besides, remember everybody, Danny's coming down for a competition again. I don't want him doing any pole dancing in my kitchen.
That's right. No, no. Um, all right. So it's something, two words. The first word starts with a D, as in dog.
He is a dog. Devil dog? You ain't over there.
No, well, I tell them no food because we could do all day. Kelly, you reading my mind again? Kelly got it. Dish rack.
Yep, that's cool. And I was just looking at mine's red.
Uh-huh. Mine is one of those over the sink ones that stand up and then drain into the sink because
I
my
want to get
damn
one.
apartment's so small that I can't. If I put a dish rack on my counter, I wouldn't have room for my coffee machine and that wouldn't work. So I would just never have dishes. So I was so glad that they made these things.
Yeah,
Because
I'm
I'm
gonna.
not giving up my coffee machine for no damn fucking dish rack.
Yeah, exactly.
That would just
I'd
never happen.
I'd be committing you if you did.
Yeah.
No, I've got
Oh,
a.
I'd be in jail because I'd be, you know, committing crimes if
Yeah.
I didn't have my coffee.
Well, yeah, and see, the thing is, I was gifted as an early birthday present because it's on the 30th of this month. The neighbor over here brought me over as soon as I was getting out of the car to come in from the hospital. Brought me a little early birthday present, and it's a 3-in-1 breakfast maker, and it's a real pretty, like almost like a turquoise color,
Oh, it's one of
where you
those
it has a
retro
little pot.
ones, and
Yeah, it's got
it's
a
like
little
the
pot of coffee.
oven, the toaster,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
yeah,
and it's got the coffee maker on the right side of it, and then it's got the toaster oven, and then on the top of it, because the toaster oven's there. While you're doing your toast, on the top part, you could make an egg. You could cook an egg on there in there while you're toasting and the coffee's brewing.
yes. Good
So you
night,
got
Robert. Thanks for hanging out with us. I know it's 2 a.m. Thank you, hon. Have a good night.
2 a.m. Oh my word!
He's in the
Oh,
UK.
oh, okay.
Hmm.
No, you're not. No, pack your bags up. You're going first class. Yes, but
I would love to go visit the UK.
oh yeah,
Well, it's on my bucket list for see, people have bucket lists for when they're alive. I have
yeah.
a bucket list for when I'm dead and I don't have this body and I don't need to spend any money to go anywhere. So I have a whole
Exactly.
list. I told the spirit guides, we're going here, we're going there, we're going here, we're going. You're coming with me. And then when we're finally ready to cross over, then we'll just go through the grove. But until then, we're gonna visit every place. We're gonna go to the I want to see pyramids in Egypt. Oh, I love Egypt. I want to go
Oh, lovely.
see all the castles in Ireland. I want to go to
Uh,
Greece and jump in the clear water. I want, like, I have a whole list I gave them. They're probably like, Jesus, right?
well, see, I want to go to Italy and Venice and all that over there, and then Germany and Austria
Oh, yeah.
because
It's going to be one of those around the world in 180 days, spirit wise.
yeah, it's just
And then,
when I
unless
die,
I
I'm
find
gonna
some
cut.
place I really like, then I'm gonna just stay there. I always wanted to haunt a castle. Not technically haunted, but live there. I wanted to live in a
Well,
big ass fancy castle, and when I'm dead, I can do it.
yeah, and see, I'd love to
Yeah,
go there and listen to the other spirits that are there because
yeah,
that's how
that.
we learn, and because there's a lot of gothicness and other things in that aspect of the world, and you know, I'd love to learn that. But
Oh
anyway,
yeah,
Christina, I miss you. I love you. Everybody in the chat, I'm seeing on my camera, Christina, that they're back to put that stuff on
oh
the cut off propane on the
yeah,
refrigerator. So they have to do is pull this thing out and get it out for me because I can't do it anymore because of the dextroscoliosis that I was diagnosed with too. But anyway, I hope everybody has a wonderful, awesome night. And Christina, feel free if anybody in the States here or anywhere needs to get a hold of me for some reason, fine. Go ahead and have them message me for you.
okay, no problem.
And I will be on my channel. I just want to really quickly say, as soon as I can get that put up, I will put that cinema up about the ectoplasm and stuff so people can hear, without me just saying, okay, this is what I hear. That way they can hear it themselves.
Oh yeah, definitely message me when you put it up so that I could share it.
Okay, I sure will. And much love and light to everybody. And if anybody needs some help, get a hold of me. And Maria, okay, I don't know about that one, Christina.
Yes, I'll handle it. Thank you so much, and good luck with the fridge.
Okay, yeah, thank you so very much, and I will talk to you soon.
Yes, you too,
Um,
honey. Take care.
okay, bye bye.
Bye. Okay, wait. Okay, so the neighbor lady put some insect spray. Why would she put insect spray? Wouldn't that keep the insects away from your shoes? Did I read that right, Maria? I would think that if the lady was gonna put something, I thought she put an insect in your shoe, and I was like, what? Insect spray maybe is helping you. I don't know, because then it's gonna keep the insects out of your shoes. I'd be like, thanks, lady. I don't know. Was it the fact that she was able to get near your shoes? Like, where do you leave your shoes? You know. She doesn't like my shoes to be outside my part. Oh, you take your shoes off before you go into the house. Yeah, yeah. No, she's one of those Karens, Christina. She doesn't have anything to do with you personally. She's one of those people she doesn't like. I don't want you to keep your shoes outside your apartment. I know it's your apartment, but screw you because I don't like them there. Yeah, she's one of those. She's 78. Yeah, she's an old Karen. They do that. They're set in their ways. Set in their ways and they don't like certain things. Oh, she lives next door? Did she just move in or she's been there a while? But can you check what she did? Oh, because you think she put something other than bug spray, something else in your shoe? I mean, I can ask um if she did anything funky. Cuz there's actually, depending on, you know, right, cuz I was just going to say there was a bride one time in Greece, and she stepped into her shoe and there was something in there, and she pulled it out and it looked like a little sack of sugar or salt or whatever, and she's like, what the hell is this? And she tossed it, didn't think anything of it, and it was actually a curse, and she got very, very sick, and she had to go to the medicine woman anyway to get rid of this spell that, you know, this lady put in her shoe. So sometimes it is possible for people to curse you like that. So I can ask. I can definitely ask what is going on, to see if she's that kind of lady or she's just a spiteful lady and is just doing stupid things. So let's see. Let's see if they have anything to tell you. Okay, interesting. So she's not a witch, um, but your spirit guide called her a crazy old bat. Not a witch, but this definitely will escalate and be very annoying to you because she is basically not only a crazy old bat, but she's kind of losing her senses, when you get to a certain age. Um, but what your guide says is you should really get one of those little cameras, like a doorbell camera, so that's motion censored, because he goes, she's going to go so far to throw away your shoes and to maybe even try to break your lock. So she's going to become really annoying if you don't nip it in the butt. So they said the best way is get a really cheap $15 doorbell little camera. They have them on Temu, on Amazon. Just stick it there. It goes on. You can see it. Your phone will alert you, and then you can see her, and you can actually tell, say, get away from my door through the thing. Because she will be trying some crazy stuff, but she's not a witch. It's not magical. She's just a crazy old bat, as your spirit guide said. And she's annoying too. And she will continue to annoy you. Um, I did a spell on her. Well, it depends what your intentions were. If your intention was you wrote her name and you're like, please, can you make sure she doesn't bother me? And you burned her name and that was your intention. That really doesn't come back on you, to hope that someone doesn't bother you when you're not bothering them. that you just want peace, as long as you didn't wish anything bad on her, that doesn't come back on you. If you just say your intention is just for her to not bother you, then nothing will happen. But I guess your spirit guide didn't think that would work. Um, so that's why he said to get that camera, because she will try to, like, she'll steal your shoes from the front of the door if you leave them, he said. And she might even try to break something. When he said it, I saw like the door lock. So maybe she would try to break the lock, so you would be either stuck in your apartment or wouldn't be able to get back into your apartment. So you'd have to call a locksmith, which would cost you a lot of money. And that's why they're saying to get the camera, like, and to put in front of your door. Um, so yeah. I was very impulsive and put it in the jar and but some pepper inside and threw it. I guess I was very mad at her. Oh, you threw it where? You threw it at her, or you just threw it in the garbage or something? But like I said, you could put whatever you want in there. It's your intention. So even if you're mad, you could be mad and say, my intention is just for her to leave me alone. If your intention was not, if you didn't say, make sure, she's harmed, if you didn't say anything like that, if it was just like, I want her to leave me alone, you still should be fine with that. No, just in the garbage. Oh, yeah, okay. So no, it should be fine. It's like, I want to take out the garbage. I don't want her bothering me. Um, so no, like I said, as long as you didn't ask for things to hurt somebody, because then I would do a cleansing spell to negate that, because those kind of things come back on you when you ask for things to happen to other people bad. If you just ask for people to leave you alone or not bother you or be kinder or something like that, like, it's okay. No, my intentions weren't good. Okay, I will ask that. um, so what she did, because she's new at it, but she was very mad. But what was her intention? Does she need to cleanse it or something? Okay, they stopped talking for a second, so they're debating on whether they're going to tell me or not. Give it a second. I heard a cleansing is always good no matter what. Okay. You have to clean out the negative energy in your house. Okay, so when you got very mad and you did all that, the energy stays in your house. So now your house is full of that mad energy that you had, and regardless whether you threw it out or not, that energy stays in the house and it will make you, not to say it comes back on you, but that energy will make you madder and madder until you do something that you may regret. So you have to clean out the negative energy that you left when you were mad about all that. I'm very sad. You see, the energy from all that will make you sad. It will get you madder. It will make you unreasonable. So yeah, if you clean out that negative energy, you should be okay. Clean out all the bad energy in your house. Sage. Your intention is to clean the house. Put some black crystals if you have, salt, whatever you have in the house that's protection. Put it around. Do your smudging, your sage, and with your intention, say, "I'm very sorry that I was mad. I want to clear the air. I don't want to be mad anymore. I don't want anything bad to happen to the lady. I just didn't want her to bother me anymore." And that's it. That's how you clean it. It's your intention. Use all the cleansing stuff. And then, like I said, get yourself a camera because I think that will be helpful. You might need it. Um, so yeah, that's how you do that. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, I was a bit mad at her. Yeah, well, everybody gets mad, but when you put an intention to actually do something like a spell, I get mad at people, but I don't. I even wish a few people like I wish that person would drop the hell dead. But I don't do a spell with. I don't do it. That's why I don't mess with witchcraft because my butt will be in big trouble. So that's why I don't do any of that stuff because I want to be able to freely think to myself, fuck, I wish that person would drop that. Mostly it's the president, so it's not a big deal. Probably half the world wishes him dead, so it doesn't matter. They're not listening to me, but like I don't normally wish it on regular people. I do regret it. Well, that's it. That's what your intention is because you're very sorry about it. Oh, and they said leave an offering for. I know. Happy birthday to Tony. We were on Boomers before, and Shelly did say it was Tony's birthday, so he left him a birthday message on his video when he went live. And yes, happy birthday to Tony. Let him know that Tony, the Boomer, and I both wished him a happy birthday. um, but yeah, so if you genuinely regret it when you do your cleansing, it should be fine because now your intentions are to just clean that out. But also they said to leave a little offering to the spirits. Um, when you're saying your intentions and say it out loud because you're by yourself, right, in the house. When you're by yourself, say it out loud. So sorry, all this stuff. I'm cleaning the house because I want to get rid of the energy. I didn't mean it. I was very mad. Um, and for thinking of these bad thoughts, um, uh, not to. I didn't want to be disrespectful, so I want to leave you something and leave them an offering of food, like a piece of orange, a piece of cake, whatever you have, a little something, a little piece of it. Leave it for them. They said leave an offering. So um yeah. Yeah, and we had a good live stream, Jen. We had Danny on earlier for an hour. Then we have no, because they told me that stuff, where to leave it in the woods. No, leave it on your counter, sweetheart. You did this in your house, right? Or you did it in the woods or you did it in the house? I'm assuming you were mad and you did it in the house. Wherever you're gonna do the cleansing, which is your house, most likely to get rid of the negative energy in your house, you're gonna cleanse your house and you're gonna and that's where you leave the offering in the house. Yep. Yeah, that doesn't matter. Yeah, because the energy that you manifested because you were mad was in the house. It wasn't in the jar particularly. Because once you threw it out, that whatever energy was in the jar left with it. But because you were so mad, you manifested it in the house. And that's why you need the cleansing in the house, the offering in the house, and the intention now you need to clear out and say those words in the house. They said no if you do what I just told you to do. That's why they said add the offering and stuff. It won't come back to you if you clear it and you apologize and yeah. No, that's okay. I don't mind you asking. Yeah. Yeah. I okay, because you just didn't understand. They said it wouldn't, but you have to do these steps. So make sure you do those steps. You're genuinely apologizing for getting upset. I want to clear this energy. I didn't mean it. And leave the offering. Um, and with the offering, even sometimes, and definitely say it out loud. Don't only, you can manifest it in your head too, but also say it out loud. Because now you're really giving the intention to, like, I'm so sorry. I want this all clear. I didn't mean to get so mad. I was having an off day. I apologize. I want to leave an offering to apologize for getting everybody annoyed and being so mad. And I want nothing to happen to the lady, genuinely. And that's it. You should be fine. And get a camera, please. So in case she tries to do something crazy, um, that you'll be able to catch her doing something crazy, like trying to throw out your shoes or break your lock or something. Um, because she's gonna get more herself as a person, because she carries, and I think the reason why you got so upset is because she carries. Um, oh, good. I'm glad. Yes, we didn't forget. And um, yeah, Tamara was the one who reminded us in Boomers. So she said happy birthday and Boomer, and yeah. So everybody made sure. We were like, yay, happy birthday. So yeah, so just like, I think she has a a bad energy with her, and that's why she's doing those things, and it kind of leaked onto you. So that's why they want you to super cleanse, and why they think she's going to get a little crazier. So that's why they said to get the camera, and hopefully she'll move on to someone else, and stop bothering you. You know, her name is Krista. I don't know if it makes it clear. If what makes it clear, honey? You just got need to. You can't clear her, because whatever she has is with her, and that energy will seep. And unfortunately, she lives next door to you. So all you could do is keep your space clear, and try to remember that she's the negative energy that it leaks onto everybody. So just remember that and go, nope, I'm not going to stoop to her level. And like I said, when you want to do something like that, try not to let your emotions get you, and just go, listen, I would like this person to leave me alone so I could have peace. And I hope they find peace, but I really need my peace. And that's it. No, don't ever wish anything bad, because it will come back. But you're okay so far. So her energy just come on me. Yes, that's what it is. It is, it is. So thanks guys for hanging out. You can definitely chat with us. I know we got on Maria's situation, but you guys can still chat. Um yeah. Um Tomorrow night, by the way, I'm over Flip. Well, good. Well, we know that because you're gonna find someone else lovely. We already know that. So now that you kicked him to the curb, he's over with his family, right? Now it leaves you to find someone lovely. So, oh my God, yes, yes. Because both Mary and I both saw it. Yeah, he's in Croatia now. Yeah. Yep. But he will come back. I'm sure he'll come back, but he ain't coming back to your house. So don't you? Your house, the doors are locked. He might come back, but he's not coming back to you. Oh yeah, he'll try because he knows he was able to do whatever he wanted, live in your house, do whatever he wanted, not be, bothered. The bothering you did, he didn't mind, and he was doing whatever he wanted. No. Good night, Kelly. Yes, that's what he did. Yep. Yeah, he was disrespectful and he just did whatever he wanted. So he's not going to find anybody else to put up with it. So when he figures that out, he's going to be like, oh, I'm going to ask her back. And because he's so stuck up, he's going to think you're going to take him. No, you're going to already have someone new. That's it for him. That's it. Done, done, and done. Done and dusted, as Danny said. Hmm. Yeah. Yep. That's all right. Oh, yeah. Well, let me tell you, there people like that are like that from, you know, from when they're younger, teenage years, and they just stay that way. They don't grow up from there, you know. And no matter what you try to do to change that person, they don't change. They don't. I told you about my son's father. It was 25 years on and off. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, but sometimes it just the yous are just not meant for each other, and just to keep dragging it for 25 years, you you lose your whole time. You could have been doing something else, meeting your true love, having children, whatever you wanted to do. um yeah, but you're gonna have one with someone who's gonna take care of the kid and you, not sit there and watch what while you're taking care of the kid. No. Could be father back lifetimes. Yes. Welcome back, Lori. I thought you were going to walk the dogs. I'm gonna be cutting out of here soon. 2 minutes, and I'll probably 2.5 hours of me. I'm sure you're sick of me. I'm hoping only for a second. That's cool. Thank you for coming back and seeing us. Um, Tomorrow, thank you for the support, love. Tomorrow we're going to do tomorrow is a spooky story I wrote from something that Boomer said in his chat, and I made it a spooky story. So definitely check that out tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Um when do you see the new man coming? Um what the I don't remember what the guy told me. I don't know if they can tell me again. Um Each time I come back, it's another view. Yes. um, and I know they said it wasn't long after you finally got over a flip. Um, so they said depending on how everything goes, they always tell this to Kyrian too, because people have free will, and sometimes they're supposed to go somewhere and they don't, right? Um, 6 months, within 6 months to a year, you'll have met this person and know them. You might not be in a full blown relationship, but within 6 months to a year, you would have met this person and been talking with them. Have a good one, Lori. So yeah, definitely check out Friday night's scary story. Um, Saturday I have a cool song. I really like it. So please check out the song. That will be out Saturday afternoon, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sunday is our normal. If you like that, Sinister Sundays, where I tell people's real paranormal experiences. So check that out. Um, oh, thank you so much, Maria. Lori, I'll try to get with you as soon as I get any answers. I'll get with you on that. Um, I don't know. Like I said, he may just be up there recharging, so it's going to take a little bit. But they did say he talked to me, so that'd be great. Um, and I'll write down the message and I'll text it to you. And if anybody else ever needs anything, let me know. If anybody has a spooky story plot that they want me to write a story to, get me on Messenger. That's what I check the most. If you email me, my email's there. So if you email me, just like shoot me a um, comment on one of my videos saying, "Hey, I emailed you," so that I could go look at it. um, Yeah, then I'll check it. But otherwise, I don't really check the email for the channel. So I think they said he will try, um, not right away, but like I said, you within 6 months to a year, you're going to meet this other guy. So by the time he understands the other one, you would have already really moved on. Like, it's going to be past the 6 month mark where he's going to kind of, and you're already going to be like, so yeah, they did say that. I remember that. So yeah, but they said you would have already moved on when he gets smart enough to try to say, well, I'm not going to find anybody else like that. So I'll go, back. But you would have had already moved on. So you're already going to tell him, bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia. Or do they say over there in New Zealand, Sharon, instead of like here we say bye Felicia. I think over there they say no Sharon. It sounds very likely. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. So guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me, and thank you to Danny for joining us. Thank you for Colleen White Wolf for answering our questions. I live in Norway, but I'm in. Oh yeah, what do they call people who are like annoying? Like here, all different places they give them different names. Here we have Karen. We call like really annoying people Karen or Felicia. And there's a guy, he has a really strong accent, and I don't know if he's from like the UK or Scotland or somewhere, but he always calls them Sharon. He's like, I don't know what you're doing, Sharon. You know, he always calls them Sharons instead of Karens or Felicias. So I think in every different place they call pain in the ass people something different. Anywho, I'm out of here. Um, and I will see you guys somewhere on the tubes tomorrow. Boomer, I think he said on shitheads that too. Somewhere on D Live, I think he's gonna do if you like um karaoke on D Live, he'll be doing karaoke. I don't go to D Live too much. But if you're a D Live person, he'll be doing karaoke over there on Friday and Saturday. I'm sure Eddie and Jen, the vlogs, if there's no weather, will go live on Sunday. So I'll see you guys there. Maybe if Diane goes live tomorrow singing, that'd be nice. then I'll see you there on Saturday. She would usually. Tomorrow's Friday. We'll see you somewhere on the tube. And I love you guys so much. Thank you for joining me. Sorry Mary was sick, so we didn't do exactly what we were gonna do, but I think it was still fun anyway. Mudge, Rosanna, Maria, Kim, Lori, um, Kelly, Nina, Robert, Jen, everybody who came by, Christina. Um, did I forget anybody? I said Rosanna, right? Anyone else who came by? Evie. Thanks to everybody who came by, and we'll see you soon.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.